ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਚਲੋ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ
ਹਾਂ ਪਲੇ ਕਰ ਦੋ
ਚੱਲਿਆ ਨੀ
ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਰਿਪੋਰਟਰ
And those coming home to see their families are shocked by what they find.
I have been coming from Delhi and the media in Delhi, they already said that everything is fine, shops are open, there's no curfew here in Kashmir. I have been walking all the way almost 20 kilometers by walk and still I have to go again 20 kilometers to my home to reach my family because I never have any contact. The police barricades have stopped us more than 20 times. That where are you going? There's curfew. We can shoot. We'll shoot you. So everything is fake. Whatever the news goes out from Srinagar, it's everything fake. Really, you can see my condition. I've been all the way from Delhi.
Some in the national media have thrown their weight behind the government, putting out reports that have little bearing to the reality on the ground. We go back to meet Ramiz, who has decided to offer prayers from the safety of his house.
The prayers we offer for Eid are supposed to be in a gathering according to the rules of Islam. But it's the first time in my life, I'm 27 years old, that I'm offering them at home.
As a businessman, Ramiz is keen to see peace restored to the region.
Request to the people of India and especially to the government of India is just to look towards the constitution of the India. Just follow the rules and the regulations of the constitution of India.
But there are many who feel that there is no middle ground left. On Eid, thousands have gathered once again in Sora.
Where is the democracy? Indians say they want to love us. They say they want to mend relations with us. Today is our Eid. So why are there armed forces everywhere? Why are we locked up? What have we done?
To keep the military out, people have blocked the streets with makeshift barriers. They are determined to continue their resistance with the only weapons they have: slogans and stones.
Our reporter Sarabi Tandon is still with us. Sarabi, thank you for that report. In English story, a young man wounded by a pellet gun. What's the latest you can tell us about him?
So you know that pellet victim was 15 years old, and when we met him, he was rushing to the hospital to have an X-ray done to make sure that the pellets hadn't lodged into any vital organs of his body. But as soon as he was in the clear, he also wanted to rush out and go home because he was under the fear that he might be arrested. Now it's assumed if you are hit by a pellet gun, you were protesting, so you could be arrested, and that's sort of the unfortunate reality for a lot of young people who are hit by pellets in the valley. They live under a double fear of more repercussions from the state and the military.
We're going to listen now to someone that Sarabi interviewed, a woman who can bear testimony to the fears that much of the population have now about the violence that could erupt in Kashmir.
We heard that in the neighborhood of Batamalu, Indian soldiers went inside houses at night and broke the doors and windows. They have picked up young boys and men. They beat up women. Whoever tried to stop them was also beaten up. If you just went 5 or 6 houses ahead, you will find families in this area as well whose sons were picked up by the army. They picked up 3 or 4 boys who are young teenagers.
Sarabi, 3 women in that little clip there. I'm wondering how widespread it is what they are saying, what they are feeling. How widespread is this fear about violence?
So officially, the Indian government has not released any figures on arrests, but some media outlets claim that almost 4,000 such arrests have been made. This lady that we spoke to wasn't the only one who told us that the military was coming in to different neighborhoods at night and arresting young men and young boys, in fact, as she mentions. In fact, in one of the areas that we filmed in the report, the area with the big mosque that has a lot of protests, young men were keeping vigil all night for the entire time that I was there to prevent the military from coming in at night to make these arrests.
Sarabi, thank you very much indeed, Sarabi, for watching for all developments for us in Kashmir. You can see Sarabi's report again via our website, www.france24.com. This is reporters on France 24. Stay with us.
Much.